my ninth. This is my ninth. 9 or 10. I'm sorry, 9 or 10. I've been doing it since 2011. Also help some people online and other federations. So at least 10. This is Steve for J&J Fitness here in Atlantic City, getting ready for our 10th show at the Showboat. We have 4 contestants, Sam, Syreeta, April, and Alyssa. It's all their first show. Diet-wise, we all had a 16-week prep. I think Sam and Alyssa was a little bit shorter, but April and Syreeta, 16 weeks. They've been training longer than that. Even prior to coming to our gym here at J&J, they had other trainers and they've worked out for quite some time. So the 16-week prep is not just slim down or to cut up what you've done just in those 16 weeks. That's basically what have always done. So amount of muscle that they have built, genetics, with the 16-week prep, it's to show what you have done. So I'm impressed. They went really hard. The diet was not easy. It wasn't easy. At first, all of them had a little struggle at first, but then once the body started to communicate with them and they started to understand their bodies and they started to learn a lot from diet, workout, cardio, and they learned a lot. They've learned a lot about themselves, this industry. They learned a lot about this industry and training. I think they'll all do fine. I wonder, they're probably a little nervous right now. I know they're probably getting spray tanned, the polygraph, and is that it? Yeah, polygraph. Yeah, I think that's it right now, the polygraph. And tomorrow morning is the meeting, and then we have the show. Now, because of COVID, our show is going to be pushed back to like 3. Normally, every show I've done, the show started around 10, 11. So they're going to be even more, a little hungrier, a little more nervous. But I think they'll be fine. I think once they get there, they'll be fine. Pump up, eat some candy, they'll be fine.
You know what I really, really want? We've been discussing this since last night. I want a sampler with all the food I've been craving. I really want some butter pecan ice cream. Yeah.
What's your name?
Well, I don't know. I know. So my name's April Scott, also known as April the Stylist.
Okay. Why do you call you?
Because I'm a hairstylist and also deep into fashion stylist too. I like to claim that.
Have you ever done like modeling or anything for clothes?
Not for clothing. I've been a model for, different photographers and everything, but no, not actual model. But I've so far as being a stylist, I've been a stylist for like local artists.
So what made you want to do this?
So what made me want to do this? Well, as a child, I was always pleasantly plump, and I decided to become fit once I became a mother. And my first time achieving getting really fit and actually seeing how muscular I get, I always wanted to do this. It was like something I put on my bucket list, and it took me years to finally do it, but now I'm doing it and I get to do it with my best friend, which is awesome.
Yeah. How long have you guys known each other?
I mean, shit, it's been about 17 years now.
If she wasn't doing it, would you still do it?
Yeah, I would, but it does motivate me more to push harder because we kind of motivate each other.
What class are you in?
So, what class I'm in? I'm actually in the figure portion of the show, which would be, I'm in the category A. And yeah, I'm excited about it. I wasn't excited, but now that I'm here, it's official, and I'm ready to go. It's go time.
So what does that mean? What does figure mean?
Figure is, well, it's not quite bodybuilder. It's not quite, well, let's say this. I'm between bikini and physique. So I'm not quite a bodybuilder, and I'm not quite a bikini in the bikini portion either. So it's more of an athletic look.
Did you play any sports?
I didn't. Not at all. I was the little girl on ROTC on the rifle line. That was me.
Okay. Was it hard?
Doing this?
Like getting ready for everything?
I think the workout portion wasn't the hard part. Eating and staying motivated and dedicated was the hard part. You staying dedicated, not even, I can't even say the eating, it's just staying dedicated, because you know you got a goal, and if you don't stay on track, you're going to fall short.
How long did it take you to get to this point?
We did this diet now. So far as how long it took 16 weeks to get here.
What did you start at the beginning of the 16 weeks?
In the beginning of the 16 weeks, I started officially at 140 pounds. I am now 127. Other than how I look, my outlook on food. All I see is numbers now when I think about food, and knowing that I want to maintain this look as best as possible, but I have another goal. So the goal does not stop here. I do want to get leaner, I want to get tighter, and I want to build more muscle that I've never built before. It's going to be a little harder, but I know I can do it. Some of the benefits from getting into bodybuilding is, so far as it teaches you how to be dedicated, and also knowing if you got a goal, you can accomplish it. As long as you stay focused and really take heed of the things that you need to do. It teaches you a lot of discipline. And if you track what you're doing, you get to reap the benefit of just being focused. So far as prepping, the negative so far as prepping for the show is getting used to the diet. Getting used to the diet and the different ups and downs that you do go through. So when you're starting to prep for this, you have to start going on a lower calorie diet that you're used to. So your body has to adjust to that. It's days that you might just be super tired. You sit down and you're gone. So far as falling asleep, and you might feel a little weak some days, but you know it's all for a purpose, and you are eating enough to do what you need to do, and it allows you to know that you're right on track. The advice I would give to someone that wants to get into the sport is, know this is what you want to do. If this is, your mind isn't like, I want this, I have a goal, and I'm going to accomplish it. Just like anything else, if you aren't truly dedicated to it, it's a waste of time. But if you really want it, you just know that you got a lot of dedication, a lot of things that you got to stay focused with, and make sure this is what you really want to do, because it's real shit. It's not a joke at all.
Do you plan on doing any other shows after this? Like, is this a one and done? Is this gonna be like a career thing, or maybe not career, but like something going into the future? So
far as doing another show again, at one point I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna just do the July show. Then I got to a point like, oh, I hate. So I said I didn't want to do it, but all honesty, I think I want to do it again. I couldn't make a career of it because I do have a career and I'm a mother. So it's a lot of dedication. If you don't have a support team that can really like follow through and understand what you're doing, it's kind of hard. I believe it would be a little hard to try to make this into a career and have a career already. But yeah, I will definitely do a show again. I'll do a show again. So far as how active I am with posting on social media about everything I'm doing right now, normally I'm very active and I post a lot, but I wanted this to be like a boom, so nobody knows unless you talk to me. So no one on social media has any idea. I haven't posted the show. I haven't said anything about the show. I kind of just wanted to pop out like boom. This is my bucket list thing and it's checked. So far as the people in my life and what they think so far as me doing the show, it's kind of like okay, you finally did it, you know? And a lot of people, for years now since my son's been alive, I've really been into fitness, and my friends and family, that's all they really know me for. They know me for always working out and trying to stay fit and trying to be healthy. And so this here is like she finally did it, you know? She finally did it.
Cool. Any, I don't say last words, but anything you want to say about like the whole experience? Just like as a whole.
So far as the whole experience with leading up to this show, it was trying. It was. But I look at, every time I get to another level of getting into fitness, you find something new, just like with anything, like even with school and just learning, period. I don't know, opened my mind in a whole nother way. You know, I don't know any other way to put it. Like, especially when it comes to eating, I ain't gonna lie, I've been sitting here planning out my meals in my head of what it's gonna look like after this, because I want to maintain all this goodness. So, I don't know. I got lost in what I was saying, but yeah, I like how I look. I don't need nobody else to tell me how they like it, because I like it. And I'm looking forward to the next level, because there is a next one.
It's a ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. And it's a ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. I'm a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. Comma and a comma. Gotta get it. And it's a ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. I'm a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. Comma and a comma. Gotta get it. And it's a ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. I'm a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. Comma and a comma. Gotta get it. And it's a ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. I'm a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. Comma and a comma. Gotta get it. Ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. I'm a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. Comma and a comma. Gotta get it. And it's a ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. I'm a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. Comma and a comma.
Syreeta. Hey, y'all, I'm Syreeta.
Give me your name.
My name is Syreeta.
How long have you been coming to J&J?
I've been coming to J&J off and on, I want to say 2 years now, but I've been committed since August of last year, 2020. Yeah.
What are your goals?
Ooh, to get my best body ever.
Okay.
Yes,
What does
that's
that
my
mean to
biggest.
you?
I just want to be the fittest that I've ever been. I had kids young, and just been wifing and momming it. So I never really got my young body back. So now I want to get my body back. So I wanted to compete, number one, because I knew that by signing up to compete, it would push me. Like I had this goal, and then I was like, oh, the show's in May, so that means I have my summer body. So it was kind of like a dual thing, like, oh, this will help me get my summer body. And then, but by going into competing, I just learned how strong my willpower is and how strong I can be. So it's definitely been like a really eye-opening journey for me.
Is anybody doing this with you?
My best friend, April. Yeah.
How long have you known April?
Gosh, since 2005. So, yeah, 15 years, something like that. Yeah.
So how old are you now?
35.
Okay.
35, yeah.
So you didn't know each other in like high school? Right?
No, we met afterwards. Yeah.
Where'd you start at?
Weight-wise, 205, which is the biggest I've ever been outside of being pregnant. Even pregnant, I think I only got up to like 200 pounds. So, yeah.
And where you at now?
I'm at 160 right now. Yep, 45 pounds. Yep.
How do you feel?
I felt amazing. This last week I've been really tired, but you know, I'm going to the gym 2 times a day, working out and still working. But my energy is like at the highest like that it's ever been. I can function much better now.
When you say you go 2 times a day, what does that consist of?
So on the days that I'm working, it consists of me waking up at 3:30 in the morning, doing cardio and abs, working my 12-hour shifts from 7A to 7P, and then I get here to the gym by 8:15, and I work out until about 9:30. And then I do it all over again in the morning on the days that I work. On my days off, it consists of me getting here at 8 a.m., doing a workout, and then I usually come back at 5 p.m. and do another weight training workout. So I'm here about 6 days a week. Yes.
You're nuts.
Dedication.
I mean, that's a full plate.
And still having to take care of my family, make sure that all their needs are met, cooking for them, make sure the house is clean, the laundry is done. Yeah, it's been a lot. It is a journey. It's been tiring. But I'm just like, I can see the light at the end of the tunnel, so that's why I don't give up.
What do you say to people who, you know, make excuses about like I don't have enough time?
I was one of them people. I was one of them people last year. In July, I was that person. So you can make time for what you want. You can make time. You can meal prep. You can make time for whatever you want. So there's no excuses.
What are some of the negatives that come with the amount of training you do?
It's a strain on my marriage. Right now, my husband is not happy with how much I'm out the house. And then when I'm in the house, I'm very tired. Like when I get home at night, I'm like, I crash. So that also just spending time with the family, period, because even on the weekends, I come in here in the morning, I train again in the afternoon, and then I'm kind of like, I'm tired during the day. So that would be the negative, like just not being home to really enjoy being home, because it's like, all right, my next thing I got to do, and oh, let me try to get some sleep in here because I don't have to go somewhere right now. So yeah.
Do you feel that the benefits outweigh the negative?
I do, because the benefits are, this is short term. It's not like this is going to be my life forever. I'm not going to be coming to the gym 6 days a week, 2 times a day forever. when I'm done competing, I'll go back into what I was doing my routine prior to this. Prior to competing, I would work out 5 days a week anyway, but it was only one time a day. The extra will go away, and then it will just be my normal routine like it was before.
What made you come here?
I was recommended. Well, my husband is friend, and he knew Steve, and I heard great things about him. So, yeah, and it was all true. The hype was true.
Are you doing this alone? Is it April?
Yeah, April. Yeah, April's like we're kind of like supporting each other through it. She's doing the figure portion, so hers is a bit different than mine, but we are supporting each other through it.
What category are you in?
I'm bikini. I'm doing bikini. Yeah. So it's still, you have to have a defined physique, but not as muscular. So still very feminine and soft, but defined. Oh, ask me about the rumors. Ask me about the rumors.
Talk about the rumors.
Oh, yeah. So I have rumors at work about me. So one is that I had gastric bypass, but I was never even that big to have had gastric bypass. The other is that I've been sick. I'm sick. And then lastly, the one that I'm rolling with is bulimia. I'm bulimic, and I do a little bit of cocaine too. So no, they didn't say anything about the coke. I added that on. That was my little icing. So my cherry. Ooh, you guys, if you want to get into this, you have to really be dedicated. You got to understand this is not going to be easy. When you're going to events and you're going to parties, no, you can't eat any of the food that's there. There's no cheat days. It's a full-time commitment. You got to really be ready to immerse yourself in this. It's not for the faint of heart.
How long did you prep take?
We started February 22nd. I'm prepping for the show.
February 22nd of this year?
Of this year, yeah. So it's a 3-month prep, 16 weeks. Yep.
And how much have you lost in that 16 weeks?
Within that, about 10 to 15 pounds in that.
What about like strength?
Oh, I'm so strong now. My strength has increased. My endurance has increased. I can run so much faster. I don't need as much rest in between my sets. Like, I'm a new person. I could run. Steve a hater, but no, I mean it was a slow run. Like, and I couldn't go. Like, I went from running. I want to say I would run a mile in maybe like 14 minutes when I first started to running 3 miles in 28 minutes. I have definitely, like, I'm down to an 8-minute mile now, and yeah, I have definitely surpassed anything that I thought that I would ever do. Let me tell you, I came into the fitness game like, I don't know, I'm never gonna be that girl coming to the gym. I don't care, I wanna be soft, Steve. I don't want no muscles. Like, these are all the things that I can't. I would never compete, and look at me. Never say never. Never say never.
What are you gonna do after the competition?
After the competition, so my new goal, my main goal was always to build my lower body and my glutes. Steve always say you gotta lean out first. You gotta lean out first. So now that we have fully leaned out, now we're gonna start, lean bulking, and yeah, that's my new goal after that. And then I don't know. Steve is trying to convince me to do another show already. So who knows where the journey will go. I can't say that I won't ever do another one because I said I would never do one. So, but right now I'm hungry. Right now I'm not taking any shakes, but I have to ensure that my protein. Tasana has actually been prepping all my meals for me. She is like another integral part to this journey, because without her, I don't know how well I would do, especially with, like, sometimes my 12-hour shifts, I would work 3 and only off like 1 day or 2 days, and then have to work 4 of them. And I would be too tired to meal prep. So, and then meal prepping and weighing on my protein and stuff, without her, I don't know what I would have done. But yes, the protein has definitely increased. I was eating about 5.5 grams per meal 3 meals a day, plus 2 protein shakes. Yeah, so lots of protein. Like 160 to 170 grams a day.
What about like food in general? Has your relationship with food changed?
Yeah, that's one thing I'm gonna worry about once we stop training for the competition, because my relationship with food has changed so much. I'm worried about being scared to eat afterwards, because now I've trained myself, like, you only need this much of this. But prior to prepping for the show, when I was just training, I had gotten into the habit of measuring my food, measuring my carbs, making sure I'm only putting so much on my plate, which I still want to continue doing, which I'm going to continue to do. But I just hope that I don't get so like, oh no, I can't eat. Like, I don't want to be afraid of food, because I know food is, like, as long as you're eating what you're supposed to eat, when you're supposed to eat it, and you can have cheat meals and things like that, as long as you plan for it. I just don't want to have a negative view of food. So that's the one thing I kind of worry about. But I'm going to smash down some Oreos after this and some French fries. I don't know. I mean, this has been amazing for me. Like, it has shown me how fucking strong I really am. Yep, that's my experience, what I can do. Yep.
Alright, so I'm gonna put this on camera because I got to be out in the field with the people and shit. This shit gonna be fucked up. These popping ass bitches right here, we may not have face today. But best believe, they was watching. They was watching. Because I had a pro walk up to me, first time here, and asked me to work with her. I was doing something right. All they was talking about was, what'd you say?
What'd she say?
She asked me to work with her. She said my confidence was very high. She never has that kind of confidence doing her walk. And my confidence was everything. So I felt good. That was my favorite part, to be honest. I wasn't scared. And the first getting on stage, I was a little nervous. It showed, but by the time it was time to do my own thing, I killed it. I know I did. Yeah, you got you, though. Winners, baby.